Yeah, what's happening, guys? What's happening? Just rolling in on my Tuesday on my way to work. And last night I was privy to a very, very nice thing. I was privy to seeing my Knicks win again. At the end of the day, I'm always happy when we get that W. Took overtime to do it, but we did it. And somebody need to check on Colin Sexton because I'm somebody to check on that boy. I'm a little nervous. Kevin Love. Kevin Love played a good game last night. He was wildly aggressive. He was cheering and all that good stuff. But I'm sorry, I just don't know if he could be moved. That contract. You know what I mean? And for what he actually does bring nowadays, I think after the trade deadline, he's still going to be a Cleveland Cavalier. Just being honest. Let's see. Now back to Nicklandia, where everybody seems to love to talk about us, whether good or bad, mostly bad, but everyone loves to seem to have the Knicks in their mouth. It's hilarious for a team that's got 15 wins this year and it's dysfunction and Dolan gotta go and blah, 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 blah. Y'all can't really seem to take our name out your mouth, though. You know what I mean? Like, even when there wasn't a game, there was Twitter articles about us, like left and right. This is trade season. And really, the only team I'm seeing on a regular basis people talk about is us. 30 plus teams can trade right now, but they talking about us like every cycle. Dude, fans, why don't y'all realize that? And y'all wild reactions to every little article that comes out from garbage things like Clutch Sports and I mean, come on. We look ridiculous out here reacting to everything. We gotta have long Twitter threads about somebody else's fascination and rumor. I'm getting kind of tired of that, y'all. You know? But let's talk about it. They say we might get Mook back in the offseason, so trading him is even easier right now, in my opinion. But here's the thing. If we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? It's time to do it. We got until Thursday. It's time to do it. You know, I love Mook, and I definitely would like to see him back off the bench, though, as a supporting role. I don't need to see him as the main guy right now. No disrespect, Mook. You have held us down all year, and I definitely want you to have your spin, and I want you to be a part of us. But we got to look at it, you know, as far as the growth aspect of it. You know, what's the future looking like and all that. So I want him, and at the right price this offseason as well. Let's not be ridiculous. But if we got to move him, let's move him. Let's move him to like the Clippers or somebody who can do something and as far as the playoffs, so they'll be more enticed about giving us an actual asset for it. As opposed to some old throwaway bottom of the barrel first round pick or some nonsense like that. I'm hearing Portis. Okay. I like Portis, but he can go. He was on a 1-year deal. He's one of those guys. You know, you show what you show, and then maybe you show some marketability. I'm cool with that. This whole D'Lo thing, we could have had him in the offseason, blah, blah, blah. It's all talk. It's all talk, Knicks fans. You know, a lot of little things happen, so hindsight a million times is 20/20. But when you're right there in the midst of it, and we're not always privy to information. We got information that, D'Lo actually wanted to stay in New York. If you really read the article, he said he wanted to stay in New York to go at Brooklyn. He didn't want to just stay in New York. He was mad that Brooklyn was letting him go. And he wanted to play against them as much as he could. That's what that said. It didn't say he wanted to come to New York. See? So they didn't even offer. He could have stayed. Relax. And it's these kind of articles that irk the crap out of me because that's what they have us doing. Just running off into jibs about everything. Now, I will say, if we could package him and Eifred or, not him and Eifred, DSJ, Eifred, and maybe Porter, something like that, for D'Lo, then I'm for it. But if we got to mortgage the farm for this kid, no thank you. That's kind of that's shooting ourselves in the foot, defeating the purpose of this so-called rebuild. And I say so-called because I still believe that we are rebuilding, but while there's a lot of the fan base that don't, and honestly, at this point, I'd say about a good half of the fan base has literally no faith in the leadership, and to me, that's really sad and depressing because this is the first time we've had a full African American front office, and there's no patience for them to do anything. And I swear, because Mills was employed somewhere for a while, right now that's killing him because, he's had a job. He didn't have this job, but he had a job, and there it is. I've already waxed poetic on that a million times, and I'm not going back over that. That's a waste of conversation. My wife tells me Julius Randle, a rumor last night to Charlotte. Okay, but what is Charlotte giving up for Julius Randle on a 2-year deal right now? It's not just about what they want. It's about what the offer is and if it's good for us. And I mean, Julius has had an interesting season with us this year, but we'll see. I mean, he was the one on the 2-year deal, so we'll see. We've gotten till Thursday. Today is Tuesday. There's probably going to be a million more rumors today. Put your seatbelts on. And just be easy about it, y'all. I mean, again, whatever moves is going to be made, we're not going to be a championship team this season. But the good news is, it's almost All-Star break, and we're already at 15 wins. Look, you take them where you can get them. So to me, we're going to win more than 2 more games the whole rest of the season, so we will eclipse the 17-win year from last year. To me, that is a sticking point. That is a good thing. That is a positive sign of a rebuild, is you have a better record than the year prior. With arguably the same, if not slightly better, but slightly more mixed bag of pieces. So, yeah, man, listen, we knew that this was going to be a tough year. Yes, we did. We knew. So we're seeing it, but we're also seeing good things from this year. So for all those, where's the rebuild? I actually see it. I actually see positives. I actually see good things that we can take from this and go forward with. And into the off season is going to be very interesting, and into next year it should be interesting. And I will say this, for a consistency standpoint, Mike Miller should be the coach next year. For consistency standpoint, we got to be consistent somewhere in our front office, somewhere. And it seems like the guys are responding to him, so why not let him continue on? So to me, that's it. We go into the off season with the coach that we have, and we start looking at ways to round out what we've got. We look at this draft, because we definitely will be picking in this draft, and we also look at free agencies and trades and stuff. It's a good time for us, guys. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Y'all might call me the most optimistic Knicks fan, whatever your nicknames and nomenclature y'all want to attach to my thoughts and philosophies. I truly feel like we're still headed in a good direction, and it's not woe is me time. And I feel like we got to start getting behind this team and these guys if we want to see some actual change. We can't keep eviscerating everybody every single night during every single play. We can't do that, man. We got to have some sanity in this ourselves, too, at the same time. We can't drive ourselves crazy. All right, y'all. It's Traffic Jam. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me today. I am going to get you the long show, I promise. Big shouts to my man, Billy Hoyer. Nickotator, I'm still waiting on your video, sir. Hit me up. Let's go. Let's get this in. All right, y'all. One love. Your main man, Coach Fox.